Happy New Year! Welcome to 2026 live from my messy but in progress to get organized craft room. I am here with a quick Tipster Thursday. I'm attempting something new, so I started with Get Your Mojo Running Monday with a quick video. Next week I'll be back with our regular Wednesday night at 7 weekly stamping session, and introducing today a new fun little video, and I'm going to call it Tipster Thursday. We could call it Tipsy Thursday because some of you might still be a little tipsy from last night, but it's Tipster Thursday. So for my first one, I'm going to flip you down, quit the yakking, and get showing you this fun tip that, oops, I'm losing my first tip is learn how to use your stamping stand. Anywho, so these are how our new stamp sets going forward and dies are packaged. So if you remember, I've shown you this before, how I always kept my, in the old clamshell they called them. Oops. Most of mine have magnet on that side, but I always keep them in here on that piece of paper that came with it, so that I knew at a glance if I'm missing a stamp. So with these new ones, they are sleek for storage. You can put them in a stand-up container and arrange them alphabetically, however you like. And the coordinating dies come packaged the same. So what I'm going to do with my dies, but I have to order some magnet sheets, is I'm actually going to trace these out and put them on a magnet sheet and put them back in this envelope for storage. And then I have the name and everything right there. So once I get my magnet sheets in, I think I'm going to order some from Amazon. I'll cut them down to fit inside the envelopes. And then that way I'll have my dies nice and handy. So your stamps come like this, nice and sleek. And they come on, they're like the paper pumpkin. Well, our other stamps came like this too. They're on these pieces of, this is a lighter thickness of acetate and then a thicker. But there's nothing in here to tell me if I've got all my stamps that go with this set. So let me show you what I did earlier today with another, these are sneak peeks of items coming next Tuesday, January this, next Tuesday. So what I did, I actually stamped, so I can see underneath here, and I'm going to show you in a minute, so that I can see I kept both pieces of my acetate. The thicker one I've taped down, and then this thinner piece is there for protection, but when I peel that off, I can see what stamp goes in that area. There's been all kinds of videos done online, so I'm not sure whether I've taken inspiration or whether I've actually had an aha moment and thought up a new one all on my own. So anyways, Shelly was here overnight. We had a great sleepover, great fun time. So I'm going to show you what I did with this. So an even better idea than what I had this morning. I'm going to open it up like a book, and I'm going to peel that lighter piece of acetate, keeping it. I'm going to set it aside. And then I used basic gray. I mean, it's an arbitrary color, but I just thought it was dark enough to show the images. And this is a little slick, so you might want to leave this sitting for, a little bit, or take your heat gun and heat it up. So all I did, I left it on that thicker piece of acetate, and I inked up all my images. This also helps condition your stamps because, sometimes you don't get great coverage, especially on a stamp with the leaves on those more denser stamps or solid stamps. And you sometimes have to clean them a couple times so that they give a good impression. This is going to help because you're already doing one stamp. So I didn't even put these on a block. I'm just going to stamp right from that adhesive sheet, just like that. I'll give it a good press like that. And then I'm going to peel it up. So right away, I didn't get this one inked up 100%, but it doesn't really matter because this is just my roadmap of where I want my stamps to go. Or quick at a glance, I can see if I'm missing any. And it does that, I goob that up. So I'll give that just a minute to set. And in the meantime, I will take, actually, I don't normally take baby wipes anymore because they act like an ink pad, but just for speedy sake, I'm just going to wipe these stamps off. Give them a good clean. I'm going to throw that out because I don't want this anymore all over my hands, and I already have it. Just give that a good cleaning. So these stamps are still on that thicker piece of acetate, and I'm going to use that in a second. I'll show you, get those wiped up, get my fingers cleaned off, because I'm going to peel off all these stamps from that acetate. I'm going to close this up. For the time being, I'm just going to set those aside because it doesn't matter, because I've got my images all stamped now. So if you want to convert your stamp sets, these envelopes will be available. I can give you a price if you're interested. I think they're in the new catalog that comes out on Tuesday. If not on the catalog, they'll be available as part of our online exclusives. So there I have my blank piece of acetate. So this is a side that's kind of gooked up, so I'm going to flip it over. And what I did, I took some double-sided tape. You could use a good strong adhesive if you wanted to, but I just use this because it's pretty transparent. I just put a piece across the top like this, piece across the bottom like that, and just a piece across the center. It's going to obscure your stamped images just a little bit, but not enough that you're not going to be able to see what's on the other side. So I'll peel off the backing from the tape. Like that. And then I'm going to take this and put it right over the image that we just stamped. And like I said, the tape obscures it a little bit, but not enough that it completely blocks it. And now all I have to do is take my stamps and put them back on like that. And actually I've done that upside down. You're going to put them in upside down. And that's why my images don't match. So we're going to do like this. And then what I'm going to do, once I have everything in place, I'm going to grab that thinner acetate sheet that came with them, and just for protection, put it on the back, and like that, so that the next time I go to use a stamp set, I can see at a glance that I have everything in its spot, ready to go stamping. So there's a quick Tipster Thursday for you. I hope you all had a fantastic new year. I look forward to much more crafting with you in the days to come, and I wish you all good things for 2026. Thanks for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.